If you're listing your home today, then price and presentation has never been important as it has been right now. Hi, my name is Dan. I'm from Dan Mehta Realty Services. And if you've been thinking about listing your home today, then you need to understand that pricing is very important. As a matter of fact, I just finished shooting a video for buyers as to why it's a good time for buyers to buy their home today, and they have a lot of options available. So you need to understand the mentality of buyers today. About 6 to 9 months ago, if there is a property for sale in your neighborhood, then buyer has no other choice but to make an offer on that property if they really want it. That has changed. So now, if you're listing your house today, the chances are that there are other homes for sale as well, either on your street or in your area. So now buyers have more options to choose from. If you have priced too high in the beginning, then the buyer is simply not going to be interested, which means you're going to have less traffic for buyers to come and see your property. After a while, if you realize that, hey, I priced my property too high and I can't sell it now, I need to lower my price, and at that point it's basically blood in the water. Once you reduce your price, so potential buyer is going to look at the number of days for a property that's been listed on the market and how many times the prices have been reduced. Once those two items go up, that means that you will start attracting shark in the water. Those people will basically make an offer and they will even undercut the listing price just because they're looking for a deal and they see that the property has been listed on the market for way too long and there is no traction on it. So you do not want that as a seller. You want to make sure that you price it right so that you can sell the property in the shortest period of time for the most amount of money, or in other words, the market value. So you want to sit down with an agent who can show you the current market data as to what are the comparable sales in your area so that you can make an informed decision with the pricing. Not all markets are same. Toronto is different than Mississauga. Mississauga is different than Brampton. Brampton is different than Milton. Milton is different than Oakville. You get the idea. So every market is different, and within the market, every neighborhood is also different. For example, in Mississauga, if you are in the north end of Mississauga, the price point is different, the market is different, versus you're in south of Mississauga, like a Port Credit area, the buyer demographic is different. So every market is different. So you want to work with an agent who can help you to understand and decode the market that you are selling in. So what agents do is agents sit down with you, they show you the comparables to show you what is currently listed in your neighborhood, so what your competition is going to be and what properties have recently sold for. That way you will get an idea that based on your current state of your property, how much you need to list it for. You also want to understand that where the buyer is coming from. If your home is a starter home, probably you're gonna attract a single family or probably newlyweds or someone who is basically wants to upgrade from a condominium and moving into a single family home. So you need to understand where the buyer is coming from, and a qualified realtor will be able to assist you with that. If you speak with the realtor who tell you that, hey, I want to list your home for less price and then we will do a bidding war, turn around and run away into other direction. Why? Because that particular realtor does not understand the market has shifted and that strategy is not going to work in this shifting market. So you definitely want to work with someone who understands the current market condition that we are in. So that brings me to my next point, preparation. Before we even list the property on the market, you want to make sure that your house is prepared, which means that if you have any outstanding renovation or incomplete renovation or something that needs to be fixed, painted, make sure it's been taken care of. I just got off the phone from one of the seller where they needed a help with repainting their baseboard. So I just went to my Rolodex, gave them the 3 painters contact information that I have previously worked with, and I told them that we will be able to take care of the painting portion. Work with someone who is able to show you how they are going to market your property. You don't want to market your property just to other buyers, but also people who are in your neighborhood. Why? Because people who live in your neighborhood, they might know someone who wants to either move into that neighborhood or someone who is already renting in that neighborhood and they love the neighborhood that they do not want to move out. So the chances of them buying your house, if it shows well and price well, are very high. If you want me to go through my marketing plan with you to see how I can help you to sell your property in current shifting market, just shoot me a text message or call or email. My information is down below. And my name is Dan from Dan Mehta Realty Services. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.